Isaiah chapter 13, verse 3. Yeah, verse 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger.
Mighty ones for my anger is talking about the angels. All right, go ahead.
Even them that rejoice in my highness.
Talk about the angels. Go ahead.
The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together.
Yep.
The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle.
You hear that today, man, because you got all these nations that's against each other. Right now, just now, our Canada has severed ties with Iran. All right, so they're picking their sides. All these nations is picking their sides on who they're gonna be with. Just like you got the EU. The EU eventually is gonna turn its back on America. I don't know what America's gonna do to make them sever themselves from this devil. All right, so from America. But the EU is gonna turn its back. It's gonna turn its back on America. All right, go ahead.
They came from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. Yep. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, this shall come to pass as a destruction from the Almighty. Yep. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
Yeah, because the EU might look on, because it say, matter of fact, give me Revelation. Yeah, give me Job and give me Revelation. And it's talking about the beast. You might have the EU actually be good with Russia, man. You know, might have some type of treaty with Russia. And will look favorably towards Russia's side than America's.
Or even Iran's, man.
Yeah, even Iran. Because Russia is with Iran. All right? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
America is dirty, man. They deal treacherous.
Right.
You know, ain't nothing.
It's like 17.
Nothing good about them, man. And they claim they bring a democracy to everybody, but only way they do that, let's say, set up rebels, and they take down your government, and they basically to bring in the democracy, they bring in chaos, man. Wherever the white man go, he brings death with him, man.
Yep.
That's why everywhere you go, or everywhere you see, if you watch the world news, it's just mass deaths, man. You see 19 people shot and killed, 2 injured. No mass graves, man, you know. So everywhere this cracker goes, man, he brings fucking destruction. Basically America, man, okay? Everywhere America goes, it brings destruction, man, right?
It might be in Daniel. I think it's, no, it's in 13. Give me 13 and
yeah, man, that's why these
13 and 1.
These other nations, man, they ain't gonna hesitate to push the button on America, man, in that day, man.
We're gonna go right to
they gonna easily do it, man. They ain't gonna think twice, man. Because first of all, the Lord gonna put the spirit on them to do it, man. And they gonna wipe out America, man.
13. No, 17 and
there won't be no more America, man.
13 1 and 2.
Revelations 13 and 1. And I stood upon the sand of the seas. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast.
Matthew 13. Okay. Every house. What I'm talking about? Every house divided. Okay, this is so Matthew 13. Stop. Hold on. 13 and
I can do it tomorrow.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
All right, this Revelation 13 and 1. And I stood upon the sand of the seas and saw the beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And
so you dumb motherfuckers that think you know the Bible, these people that's in these churches, and these people that swear they Bible scholars, think this is talking about a beast rising up out the waters, but it's talking about a military power, all right? Countries, all right, and their military.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns. And upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
Which this beast represent the EU and NATO. Go ahead.
And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Now, if you go into 17, in the beginning, they tell you that the woman is riding the beast, which is talking about America. Right. Go ahead.
And feet were as feet of a bear. And his mouth.
Read that back over again.
Right. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear.
And the feet was as the feet of a bear. What's the symbol of Russia? The bear, man. The strong bear.
All right.
So that's gonna be the end of the beast right there. That's what's gonna bring the end of the beast. Russia. All right. And then when you read it, it'll tell you about continue reading.
Okay. And his mouth as the mouth of a lion, and the dragon gave him his power.
Yeah, it's the dragon. The dragon represents Esau, man.
Right.
What'd you say?
I'm on the bike. He's gonna run the bull right out of the
Oh yeah.
All right.
You talk about the bikers, brother.
Yeah. And the dragon. Okay. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat of great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death.
All right, now give me
17 and 12.
17, right?
All right, this 7, Revelation 17 and 8. The beast that thou sawest was sorry. And the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
Let's talk about the Roman Empire.
Right.
Go ahead.
And go into perdition.
This is the last leg of the Roman Empire. Go ahead.
And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder whose names were not written in the book.
And that's why they compare this place so much to Rome. The Spirit said they know this place is the Roman Empire, man. When they talk about the collapse of America, they're comparing it to Rome. The Roman Empire, the collapse of the Roman Empire. There's a lot of similarities on how the Roman Empire went out, how America's going out.
Right.
A perfect example, America got a stretched out army in other countries just like the Romans did. The Romans fucked their currency up. America fucked this currency up.
That's right.
All right.
Well, it say that in what's that? The tour chapter you were just reading.
Right.
It say he exercises himself as the beast that was slain.
Yeah.
Because why is the Roman Empire coming right back, man?
Go ahead.
All right. Whose names were not written in the book of life for the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not, and yet is. For here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads were 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and one is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And America, right? And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7th.
It's talking about America. Yep. America's the 8th.
Right. And goeth into perdition.
It's going to destruction. Go ahead.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received the kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
1 hour with the beast, because what? EU is joined with America, man.
Right.
It's joined with NATO. All right. Going back into history, when they formed the EU, they formed it. It was formed because of prophecy. Go ahead.
All right. These have one mind and shall give their power.
These have one mind. Go ahead.
And shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
Right, because they joined. America, NATO and EU are together. They have one mind. They're being controlled by the Edomites. All right.
Right.
Go ahead.
All right. These shall make war with the Lamb.
Yeah, and these gonna make war with the Lamb. When this World War III pop off, NATO, EU is gonna be involved. All right. America's gonna be involved. Go ahead. And these other countries. Go ahead.
And the Lamb shall overcome them.
Yep.
For he is the Lord
And you
of
know
Lords.
who the Lamb is? The Lamb is talking about Yahawashi.
Right.
Go ahead.
And, for he is the Lord of Lords.
Who you call Jesus Christ.
Right.
Go ahead.
For he is the Lord of Lords and King of Kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
Yep.
And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, which the whore sitteth, are peoples
Yep.
and multitudes.
Just talking about America.
And nations and tongues.
Nations and tongues.
Right.
All different types of people are here.
Right.
Japanese people, so-called African people, Israelites that came from Africa and all over the world. You got the Native Americans, which we all one nation anyway, but I'm talking about the other nations also, you know. Go ahead.
And the woman which thou sawest, verse 17. For God hath put in their heart, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
Yeah. These shall hate the whore.
And shall make her
Now why is that? Because something's gonna happen. When the EU is gonna turn their back on America.
Yeah,
Hate
right.
fucking America, man.
Right.
Just look at the EU's problems, man, with the euro and shit, man. It's total unstable economy, man, because of America.
They blaming it on America.
Because of America. So that's a perfect reason to hate the whore right there, man. Go ahead.
All right. And these shall hate the whore. And these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Eat her flesh and burn her with fire. The fire is talking about them thermonuclear missiles.
Right.
All right? The cleansing agents of the Lord. The smith, you know, the Lord made the smith to burn the coals in the fire to make that weapon. All right? Go ahead.
Yeah, I got something, because you said the economy is messed up because of America, man. Listen to this. This is Nahum 3:16. It say, thou hast multiplied thy merchants above the stars of the heaven, which is what, these other nations and stuff, China, India, you know, the EU and all that. The cankerworm spoileth and flieth away.
Yep. Cankerworm spoileth and flieth away. So ain't nobody dealing with America no more like that, man. They see that the money ain't shit. Ain't even nothing produced. America doesn't really even produce nothing, man. You know? This place is a useless country. It needs to be burned with fire. It needs to be destroyed. All right?
They had a show on if you could have any type of furniture, anything in your house that you could produce that was American made, that they would replace things in your home. That show went off the air now, but they was going through this guy's house. They emptied his whole house so he didn't have nothing but a sink. And I think the cabinets was made in America, but that was it. You know, that's nothing. That's fucked up, man. You have a country and nothing's made here, man. Your clothes, nothing.
You got some more on that, bro?
Hey, I mean, this how much faith. America don't have that much faith in their country because look at the Olympics, man. You know, you had Tommy Hilfiger.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's not American, but he's an Englishman. But most of his business is over here in America. But they were gonna produce the Olympic suits in China, man. In Taiwan, they were gonna have them made over there until somebody raised up the politician. I forgot his name, but he raised up mad about it and shit about them putting was gonna make the Olympic suit uniforms over there, and he got mad about that, man. That was the only reason they said anything about it, man. Because this is a great whore. Because the only thing they come over here to do, man, is to prostitute this whore, man. Is to make money. That's it. You know, the elites came over here to prostitute this bitch up.
Songs